Hello, hello. Hello, Boots and Bounty. Casey and or Steven. And let's see. That's all we got so far. Everybody may be as busy as me. I have been so busy, so busy. I've got so much to do today that I honestly almost canceled this so that I could get some things done. But I decided to go on anyway, and I got to fly now. Dadgummit, I hate that. So I almost canceled because I've got so much to do. And then I was like, no, I'm going to go on and enjoy my live chatting with my friends, and then I'll go do everything. So I've got so much to do. I probably won't get it all done today anyway. It'll be like all weekend, but most of it I need to get done today, but it's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Okay, let's see. There we go. There's Shelly on Pine Tree Hill. Hey, Shelly. Shelly's a member of the channel. There's Carol, a Fishes and Loaves Live. Live. I think I said live. Oh, wait about 10 seconds before you start talking. We have to get through the ads. Well, I was just talking about being so busy. Yeah, forget about the ads. I don't even think about that. Um, I was talking about being so busy. I almost canceled because I've got so much to do, but I thought, no, I want to go on and chat with my friends and enjoy that hour anyway. And then I'll go get some things done. I'm not going to get it all done today anyway. Part of it's going to have to wait till tomorrow. Your notification just went out to me a couple seconds ago. There's Kathy, Living Miracle Homestead. She's a member of our channel, and she comes on live on Mondays at noon Central Time. And no, it's 11 Central Time. It's noon her time. It's 11 Central Time. She is, I believe, Eastern Time, and it's 12 noon. And then on Wednesday nights at 8 Central Time. And Kathy is waiting in the little box down here at the bottom to come on with me and talk about healthy eating. And she has found out some things that she wants to tell us about. And let's see. All right. We've only got a few in here. 4, it says. We've got 4 in. Don't know if everybody's so busy. I know. And that's what I was just saying. I am so busy. I almost canceled, but I know everybody's so busy right now with, fall. I get more done in the fall than any other time, I think, because I don't know, you're harvesting and canning, and the weather's cooling down, and you're ready to get things cleaned up, and I don't know. Me and Lee seem to get more done in the fall than any other time, even with him working overtime. I was called Fishes and Loves last night, so I would go with that too. I need to get on your membership. Okay, let's see. Up, we dropped down to 3. We done lost somebody. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and talk and what's on my list, and then we'll bring Kathy up in just a minute. So hang tight, Kathy. Let's see. Wild Things Crew. My lady at work just quit, but she's still going to work on my coworker has been working on a new logo for us. This is the shirt I had. This is not what she's working on. This is just shirt I made up. And she's going to make me a good logo, a real logo, which I could do. I'm just not as creative as her. But she's going to go ahead and do that for me, even though she quit. She quit. And I ain't too sure about the guy that I'm training, if he's going to stay. So I don't know what's going to happen. I may be working overtime again myself all the time. But for now, I'm still training the guy. She quit, the girl that was helping, but she's gonna still work on us a neat, nice logo. And she's gonna do my Stringfield Ridge Farm. There's Stringfield Ridge Farm, and then she's gonna incorporate the Wild Things crew in a logo for t-shirts. So we'll be talking about that hopefully soon, sometime soon. Okay, and let's see, let me read real quick. There's Nancy at Our Treasured Home. Nancy, I sent you an email in response to the email you sent me. I just got that just a little bit ago and I responded. So, Nancy at Our Treasured Home, if she can do the date I sent her, will be on live with us, hopefully October 29th. Next week on October 22nd, we're going to have Amanda at Albany Mountain Homestead talking about healthy eating and dieting and stuff. And Nancy at Our Treasured Home, she said, okay. So she will be here on October 29th with us. If anybody else would like to join us on a live, let me know. And I will get down each Thursday. Is that Thursday? Did I look at the wrong date? I think that's right. I think my dates are right there. I don't have my calendar over here. I think that's right. October 22nd, is that next Saturday or Thursday? And then October 29th should be the next Thursday. Anyway, sorry. I wrote that down and now I'm thinking, I don't know if I looked at Thursday or Friday. Me and Flint were just talking about how we get more done in cooler weather. Yes, yes. I've been called boobs and beauty, boobs and beauty, boots and beauty, boobs and booty. Lordy mercy. Oh, holidays coming up, and YouTube drama almost made me just say the heck with YouTube. But then I find keepers like you. Aw, Kathy and others. So staying. Aw, sweet. Yeah, don't give up. There's a lot of YouTube drama, but there's a lot of friendships too, you know? That's what, hey, I've had some YouTube drama occasionally that made me want to give up or something, you know? And then I think, no, I have made good friends on here. I am not giving that up at all. That's sweet of her to still make the design for the t-shirts. Love your t-shirt. Can't wait to see the other stuff too. Yeah, I made this one myself on Bonfire or something, and they were for sale on our Facebook channel for just a short time. I think it's Bonfire. I can't remember, but they only do like a campaign, and then when it ends, you have to go back in and redo it. And I haven't redone it because she's supposed to make me a really nice logo, and she's very creative. I'm sure she will come up with something awesome. So I can't wait to see what Thursday is the 28th. I did look at the wrong dates, didn't I? I bet I looked at Friday. So it will be the 21st and the 28th. Is that right? Amanda at Albany Mountain will be the 21st. And Nancy at Our Treasured Home will be the 28th. Sorry about that. After I wrote that down and I just got thinking, wait a minute, I think I looked at Friday instead of. I'm used to our Friday night, maybe, I guess. We come on Friday nights. I think everybody on here knows that. We come on Friday nights at 7 Central, me and Lee together. And then I do this Thursday live talking about healthy eating. We're fixing to get to that. All right, let me look. Kathy's channel. We're fixing to bring Kathy up. You got that right. I have a lot of friends on here. Yeah. We've had to leave a few groups for stupid stuff. Yeah. Yeah. There's some people that I don't know. I don't know. I've gotten aggravated with several people and channels that I don't feel do right or something, you know. Don't I ain't gonna go naming no names for sure, but just saying, we all know there's a few that you know, whatever, are greedy or something, but or say things, you know. and then you want to give up and leave it all. And we're all busy, we're all busy and we're doing things. And that's the thing with me. I almost canceled today because I've got so much to do. But I thought, no, it will make my day to get on there and talk to my friends. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to enjoy my hour and then I'll go do my things. We didn't like the bonfire campaign. Yes, yes. Well, and I've done the Teespring. I've done that, and I didn't like my quality of my shirts, but I ordered the cheapest shirt. And y'all said, Boots and Bounty said, don't get the cheapest shirts on Teespring, get the premium or whatever, the better quality. And then, and they really liked them. Well, I had gone back to Bonfire and got this and done the campaign. Well, now the campaign's over. I don't know if I can even go back in and get the exact same one. I might have to make it again. But I think I'm going to try what they done and go back to Teespring and do when I get my logo, when I get my new logo from the girl, I may go back to Teespring and get the better quality and see how that goes. So anyway, I want to try t-shirts again. Don't know how to do. If nothing else, we get some t-shirts out of it. You know what I mean? And as far as giveaways, I'm working on getting some more Blue Cup Club cups to give away, and I may do a few t-shirts here and there on that too, and start giving away a few on our Friday nights. You all just have such a beautiful backdrop with all you have canned when you go live. Boots and Bounty, yeah. We need you, Teresa. So glad you're here. Oh, thank you, Carol. Okay, let's see. Okay, we talked about guests coming up. Albany Mountain, 21st. Our Treasured Home, 28th. If anybody else, let me know. Email me or something and let me know if you would like to be on, and we'll schedule some and talk about mostly healthy eating, diet, and whatever. Holidays are coming up. We got to consider that. Okay, I think that's it. I think I got through everything. I just sent out newsletters and a gift to members. So any members that are on here, I think I sent them out yesterday morning. I sent a new newsletter, October newsletter, and a little gift. So be looking for that. Try Red Bubble. Courtney's shirts are good quality. She used Teespring, did not care for them. So she went to Red Bubble. I've never heard of that. Let me write that down. Let me write down Red Bubble and check that out. Bubble. Okay. Hey, Brian. Got to go run an errand. I will try to be back. Okay. All right. Well, we can only stay an hour, so I'm fixing to bring Kathy up because I have to go see my mom at the nursing home. And so I can't really go over. I don't like to go over in case I get into somebody else's, I don't like to run into somebody else's live. I don't think there's anybody else coming on, but you never know. So, all right. Time to bring Kathy up. Kathy from Living Miracle Homestead. It has become one of my best friends on through YouTube, not on YouTube. I almost said on YouTube, but through YouTube, because we connect on Marco and we've met in person many, many times, and we've talked on the phone. And through YouTube, I've met this wonderful lady. And we have just become best friends, and I love her to death. And she found some information she's going to share with us. So here we go. Here comes Kathy. There's Kathy.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, honey.
How are you this morning?
Good.
Good. Well, some of you guys know that Teresa and I are on Fitbit. We have our little Fitbits that we challenge each other and try to get each other moving and everything. And hey, Casey. But I just popped onto my Fitbit to see the challenge today and see how I was doing in the challenge, because the four of us that are in there is my daughter-in-law, myself, Teresa, and my mom. Well, my mom's like, she must not have her Fitbit on. But I got her one so that she would actually, I got her to get one so she would actually be, with her having Alzheimer's, I can track her stuff. But this is what I found today. It was talking about sleeping, and I was like, well, I didn't get any sleep last night, but so I pushed the button and started reading this and was like, wow. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This is what it says. Are you sleeping enough? A lack of shut-eye might just be the thing keeping you from reaching your health goals and wellness goals. The average adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Get the right amount of sleep and you may find it easier to control your hunger and make nutritious choices. And then it gives a study by Dr. Sanjay Patel at Case Western Reserve University found that those who slept 5 hours or less a night were nearly a third more likely to gain 30 pounds or more than a woman who slept 7 hours per night. There are several factors that come into play here. The first is that sleep deprivation leads to our bodies to actually change the way we regulate our appetite, which can cause us to crave more food. Additionally, tiredness decreases the likelihood of being active throughout the day. Sleep deprivation can also change your metabolic processing speed, which I thought was very, very interesting, this specific part of this article. Slowing down how many calories you burn just doing basic daily activities. Adequate sleep is like to the regulation of two hormones. One is ghrelin. I don't know how to, it says GHRELIN. I don't know what that is. And leptin, we're just going to say the G. G substitutes hunger, while leptin suppresses it. Lack of sleep can cause the increase in G and a drop in leptin, making you feel hungry and less satisfied throughout the day. Crazy, huh?
Yep.
It goes on to say some other stuff, but I thought that was so like light bulb. I never get enough sleep. I mean, sometimes I get 3 or 4 hours, and
yep, same here.
So I am going to start myself on a new regime. I'm trying to get to bed at 11 o'clock every night. Now it's going to be hard on some channels that I watch, and I get worked up watching channels. So maybe I need to back off a little bit on watching things after 10 o'clock,
Yeah. I had heard that before, but I didn't know why. I heard it, but not explained why. So that's good to know why. I'm a why person. You can tell me something, but if you don't tell me why,
exactly,
it's nothing to me.
Yes,
you have to tell me why.
Me too. I just thought it was so
yeah.
It just sent a light bulb off for me.
Yeah. And I had heard that before, as far as weight loss and I think hormones too. It seems like I heard that about hormones, like weight loss and hormones are all affected by your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, but I toss and turn. I don't sleep good.
And I
And
think that's why the stress adds in too, Teresa.
yeah, yeah. And so, but I never heard it explain why like that. So yeah, that makes sense and helps. Yep, that's me craving all day and can sleep all day and night.
Uh,
Ga sound, but yep, a difficult word. Corn syrup messes with those two chemicals too. Um, Carol says corn syrup messes with those two chemicals too. So yeah, that's good to know. Um, Fitbit score. I don't know what you're talking about. Score.
at nighttime, it'll score you if you allow it to if you allow it to track your sleep. I wear mine 24/7 now, and
Didn't know that. I need to check that.
there's a lot of neat little gadgets on that Fitbit.
Well, I can't remember to keep mine on. Now, Kathy keeps telling me she takes a shower with hers.
I just did dishes.
She
Never
washes
took mine off.
dishes with hers. I take mine off all the time and then forget to put it back on. So I'm going to try to do like Kathy. I'm just used to a watch, and a watch you can't get in the water. And so I take it off all the time, and then I forget to turn it back on. And Kathy keeps saying, "Don't take it off. Don't take it off." So I'm trying to remember to not take it off. Teresa, and hormones affect our sleep,
Anyway,
and stress messes with both too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. You hear all that, and then I don't know. I think, and I'm using this as an excuse maybe, but I really feel like the stress and the sleep and all that is why I have such a hard time losing weight.
Yep.
Because I can do the things and still not lose weight, but I do feel better. So as long as I feel better, that's great. Sleep score. Yeah.
well, stress causes you not to be able to sleep too.
Yeah.
Causes you not to be able to have those hormones fluctuating, right? Which causes you to lose in the value of your sleep, helping you with your diet. I think.
Yeah.
What I just read.
Carol wants to know which Fitbit you have, Kathy. Larger
I don't know. It's I don't know.
I think we have the same one, and mine's a Inspire.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Inspire 2, I believe. Yep. Has the let me. Oh, I can't turn my wrist right like that, but it has the clock. Whoop,
yes,
the clock.
And it also notifies you. Mine notifies me when somebody's texting me or calling me or something like that. It vibrates. It's pretty neat. Now they have one that's even better, and it's like $50 more, but I'm cheap.
This one's fine with me, and like she said, it does notify you. It comes across there if you have a phone call or a text message.
Gives you a little vibrate.
It'll vibrate, and it'll tell you who's calling, or you can see the text message, but it kind of scrolls across. You can't read it good, but you can kind of see who it is or about kind of what it is.
Yeah, I need to find my phone. I've laid it down somewhere.
Carol said, I like the larger screen, but not the larger price tag. These are not bad. These were my daughter got me mine, but I think I looked up later and they were like 80. Is that about right, Kathy?
This one I got in Georgia when I was up there, and it was like $100. But since then, I got my mom's for her for Mother's Day, and it was much cheaper. And I don't remember. I think it was like 60 something, but I can't remember. And it depends on where you get them too. I mean, they have them on Amazon, and they got them on Walmart. We bought it at Walmart because it was cheaper. So
Boots and Bonnie.
Too, I think.
Casey has a Charge 4. I don't know what that is. Versa. She had a Versa that crapped out. Now she has a Charge 4. This is, I think, Inspire. Does that sound right, Kathy?
Yes, it's Inspire 2, I think.
Inspire 2. I think we have the same one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Lee. Hey, Lee.
Because I can go in the shower. I mean, I don't ever take it off, even when I'm working out, because that's what I was worried about. That's what I was mainly worried about, because when I'm outside sweating to death, you know, most watches die on me. And I like the fact that I can just touch it now. I have noticed, I don't know if you've noticed this, in certain lights, it's very difficult to see. If it's real bright outside, it's difficult to see the numbers.
No, I haven't noticed that, but hey, Julie. Julie at Heaven's Essentials is a member of our channel. Thank you, Julie. I just sent out newsletters and a little gift, Julie. So you should be getting, I just sent them out yesterday morning. So you should be getting a new newsletter and a little gift in there soon. Okay, so I want to talk about, Kathy, we'll just keep you up here.
Okay.
And you can comment. I want to talk about the upcoming holiday eating. So we had at work yesterday, we had a guy that retired, and a delivery guy that retired. He'd been there years and years. And they had a little appreciation lunch for him. And it was mostly like just finger foods and stuff. And it was real holiday-ish. And I'm on keto. So I done really good for keto. If I'd have been on calorie counting or anything like that, it wouldn't have been good. But on keto, they had a bunch of, they had meatballs and the little weenies, and they had a lot of dips. Well, they had like chips and dips, but I had taken some pork rinds with me. So I had pork rinds with the dips, and had meatballs and some of the dips, and they had cheese ball. So I was able to eat some cheese ball. And another girl had brought some low, like keto. They weren't keto, but they were low carb crackers. And so I used some of her crackers with the cheese ball. And so I done really good. And they had sweets. I didn't eat any sweets. I just ate enough of the other to fill me up and didn't eat any sweets. And I done good. And I thought, if I can do this through the holidays and stay, you know, that would be awesome. But it's hard for me. I remember the last holiday season, I thought I could do it, and I probably messed up way more than I should have. But I'm not big on sweets, so sweets doesn't really bother me so bad. But what I want to know, tell me if you are watching your weight or healthy eating or whatever for the holidays. Do you just go for it and eat whatever you want and get back on later? Or do you plan ahead and take something you can eat and stick to your plan? So what do y'all do? Do you just go for it, eat whatever you want? Because I've done that and then jump back on the wagon. Or do you plan ahead and find things you can eat and try to stay on your plan through the holidays?
I think it's important, Teresa, is to forgive yourself when you do mess up and get back on track, because nobody's going to be perfect. I mean, I think it's a great idea to plan ahead, but even planning ahead, sometimes it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable for yourself. In
Yeah.
a,
Yes.
and then you've got to explain, why are you eating all these things? So I think a lot of peer pressure can have something to do with that too.
So
Believe
you
it
think
or
it's
not, even
better
as
to just
adults,
go
we
ahead-
get it.
So you think it's better to just go ahead and do it and get
No.
back on afterwards? No.
No, I think that you have to, in your mind, get ready for the circumstance. Like if I was going to a family get together, I wouldn't think twice about bringing my own food and having something else. But when you're in a predicament like a work thing, like you were just in, some workplaces you don't want them to know your business and know that you're on a diet or something like that, or you might insult somebody. So I say you have to play it by ear. Sometimes you can take stuff ahead of time, and sometimes you might say, okay, I'm going to cheat today, but I need to make sure it's not a big cheat. Cheating in moderation, I don't think, is going to make or break your diet.
Yep. That's what Christy Betts says. Christy Betts says, I just try to control portions at holidays and limit the sugar.
Mhm.
So that's good. Now, with the keto that I'm doing, there's a lot of things I can eat. So I just had to be careful with those things I can't. I done really good yesterday. I was really proud of myself. I was proud of myself yesterday because I took pork rinds with me that I can have, and I used that with the dips. And
How is pork rinds on how is pork rinds on saturated fat though?
I can have pork rinds on keto. I don't know. Now, what you got to watch, one thing you got to watch with pork rinds is I try not to eat too many of them. Also, I get the just plain, very plain ones. If you go into getting the barbecue and flavored ones and all that, you get more junk that you don't want to have. But
Yeah, I don't care for them, but I didn't understand. I always thought that they were very fattening. I thought
you can have them on
they
keto.
were fat.
Well, see, keto you can have a certain amount of fat.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing with keto is your body's not using carbs as energy; it's using the fat as energy.
Okay.
And so, pork rinds are okay on keto, and bacon is okay on keto, and not a whole
My favorite
lot.
friend.
Not a whole lot. I don't do I try to limit those things too. But
Bacon's my favorite food.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Julie said, I don't punish myself during the holidays. I have a little of anything I can eat. I don't overindulge. It helps to be gluten free. Carol said, not fairly, no food for you. Let's see you. We just Lee said he could eat anything.
In Lee's case too, he has to eat to be able to maintain his weight, because if he didn't eat, he wouldn't be able to maintain a good healthy weight, which is just as much important as it is for somebody who's overweight.
Yeah, Lee is also hypoglycemic, like he has to eat often.
Me too.
Goes very long without eating, he'll get sick. Okay, Boots and Bounty said, I eat pork rinds with my fermented sour cream and homemade dry ranch mix. Just gotta watch the sodium.
Maybe I'll have to try that out. I just never, I tried them when I was a kid. I've just never tried them as an adult.
You have to watch what kind of fat they fry or bake stuff in. Yeah, some pork rinds might not be, and especially I watch a guy now that talks about keto, and he went in the store and was showing the different things, and like the plain pork rinds that have nothing on them are just, pork skin and fried, and you could have those. But then when you got into the barbecued ones and different ones, flavored ones, then you got into some other problems. So that's what I've been trying to do. Hey, Gus Mania. I got a tooth pulled, so pray for my swelling if y'all can, please. Yes. Hey, Dutch Off Grid. Yeah, lived in antibiotics for a week, then it's pulled and more swollen. Prayer, I'm better by this weekend. Pray I'm better by this weekend. Exactly, that was why I was teasing Lee for back teasing us. All right. So,
Hi, Dutch.
Kathy talked a couple weeks ago. Kathy was on here and she was talking about what she had done and that she had to eat small portions. And so she showed on one of her lives how much that 4 ounces was. And it was just like nothing. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it.
That much.
That's 4 ounces. That's what she can have at a meal.
Now, there's ways that I make myself think there's more. I will make things with building it like salads and stuff like that, but I'm really not allowed to have a lot of salad. They want me more protein and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not very much. And I'm sure I've stretched my stomach out because I know that whenever I make myself sick, you're definitely stretching your stomach out. I did really well yesterday. I don't know if I told you or not, Teresa. I changed my eating meals to okay, in the morning I eat a couple of eggs and 2 pieces of bacon. And in the afternoon, I was eating a lot lighter lunch. And then I was eating, my regular meal for dinner. Now I've switched it for my dinner to be at my lunchtime and lighter at night, because when I laid down, it was not, even hours later, it still was coming up on me. So I've changed my eating habits, and let's see how that does. Hopefully I'll lose some weight with that.
That's good. That's good. And that kind of falls back to what we've talked about on here about finding what works for you. Finding what works for you. Because we can say all day long, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what the doctor said, this is what the nutritionist says, but you got to find what works for you to make it work. And that's why I'm back on keto, because that seems to be the only thing that has really worked for me, but I just have to stay with it. I have to learn to stay with it, and that be my lifestyle. I can't do it and then go off of it. I gain it back. So I have to make that my lifestyle of what I'm going to do. And I do healthy. Some people are against keto and like, oh, you can't stay on that. Yes, you can stay on that if you do it healthy. You got to have the vegetables that you can have on keto. There's vegetables, there's fruit, there's lots of stuff you can have on keto that's not just meat, eggs, and cheese, bacon. The people that are just eating meat and bacon and not much else, cheese. You got to have the healthy stuff too. And there's a lot of vegetables and fruits that you can have on keto. Now, keto might not work for everybody. Everybody's got to find what works for them. Some people just do portion control and it works for them. If I do portion control, I don't gain, but I don't lose either. I'm stuck. I think a lot of my being stuck is stress and hormones and all that crap too, though. But,
we talk a lot about when things get array and how it's going to be then and what we're going to be able to eat and stuff like that. And I believe your keto has a better standing with that time of foraging and eating too. I don't know if you've realized that.
Yeah.
If you looked at the actual food and what you, I think most of it's on your keto diet.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of greens on the keto, a lot of green vegetables and brassicas and cauliflower, all that's okay. But all the berries are okay. The one thing I hate is that apples has so many carbs. I hate that because I like apples, but they have so many carbs, so I don't do it. Um, let's see. I was going to read something up here. Shelly said, I eat small meals and a snack only if I need it for extra energy. I eat breakfast 5 hours after I wake up on average. That's kind of in the keto, that's kind of what they call intermittent fasting, of not eating for a long period of time. And I can't do that. I have a hard time with that.
Casey says here, a friend of hers that did a bypass, she grows a big garden and says she can't eat any of it. I'm like, you don't even know what keto is. She's pretty much doing carnivore. And that's sad because
Yeah.
there are things in the vegetable field, like beans and peas and stuff like that, that are all protein that's great for that specific surgery. So I don't know. It's just very difficult. And the bypass is even harder than what I got, Casey, because I don't get all the vitamins and nutrients that I need for my body. She does not get hardly any because it bypasses. And she's got to take supplements and all this kind of crap to be able to keep her body up, which is not good. I think we should try to get our food in, our nutrients and our vitamins through our food.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And a lot of the foraging, that's why a lot of the foraging has tons of vitamins and minerals and things. And I try to do a lot of that really gets that nutrient in there good, nutrients and things in there good. But talking about the carnivore, I know an older couple that's doing the carnivore that's doing fine, and they've been to the doctor and their numbers are fine. I don't understand that, and I don't agree with the carnivore. I think you need to get some vegetables and things in there also, but they're doing it, I'm telling you, like 2 years. Been doing it like 2 years. And I don't know what the long-term effects might end up being, but for right now, they're doing carnivore. They're doing great. Their numbers are fine at the doctor's office. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not going to do that. I want to have some vegetables and berries and stuff.
I'd rather be fat than do that.
Yeah.
Because I've watched what Justin Rhodes, he's on that same diet, and I've watched what he fixes himself. I could never ever eat like that. I've always loved vegetables. I can't live without vegetables. That's my sugar. I really love vegetables. So
yeah. Casey said carnivore is expensive. Yeah. Yeah. I survived off Green Goodness juice and broccoli and steak after my gallbladder came out. For then, it helped with my lack of iron. Yeah, veggies are cheaper and you can grow those. So we've kind of adjusted what we grow because of what I can have and because of what Lee will eat. So we've really adjusted over the last couple of years what we grow to what we will eat and what I can have and that kind of thing. So that's made a big difference in our gardening and homesteading, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I would starve if I had to depend on meat only. Yeah. So let's see. Anything else? Uh, so Kathy,
Mm-hmm.
what all do you have canned? Do you still have deer? We're out of deer. We've got to get a deer this year.
I have a few jars, I think, left of. I want to say 2 jars left of deer meat, and that was from what I got last year. Um, I am going to clean out my freezers and start canning that. Um, I have I have just a little bit of chicken left. Which I really and I don't understand this. Maybe somebody else can explain this. But the chicken that I can eat. I can cut it up and make chicken salad and make anything I want to with it. But if I get a can of chicken from the store and use it, even if I rinse it, thinking maybe it's too much salt for me because I've gone years without eating salt. Now I'm eating salt. It makes me sicker than a dog.
Hmm.
But I've also got the dog hit the baby swings, freaked me out. um, I've got carrots canned, and I've got a ton of stuff canned, beets and chilies, and of course I just canned up a whole bunch of spaghetti sauces and tomato sauce and tomatoes, and a lot of jelly, which I don't really eat, but I give it to the grandbabies and they love it.
Um,
Um, of course, I've got a lot of dry goods canned up too. A lot of people forget about those dry goods. I have a food saver, which has a suction cup thing that I attach to it, and it sucks all the air out of the jars. So I use my half gallons to do like cornmeal and bread flour and self-rising flour, and I just Brenda got me some pectin, so I've got 2 jars, 1.5 jars of pectin, and so I've got a lot of stuff that's not necessarily pressure canned, or but it's air vac for shelf, and I'm trying to think of what else. Of course, I got elderberries in dried and put in those and air sucked out, and now I'm going to do. I don't know if you were on whenever I was telling them I'm going to do tinctures and stuff with these little jars, and I'm hoping I can find somebody else because my daughter's no longer using those jars. So I got to find somebody that has a baby that's got jars they're using.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Big size and
Great to do those things.
sellable. I mean, I won't be able to use my pressure. I won't be able to use my pressure thingy with them. It's stained, but it's clean. So I'm gonna put like my honey in there and put different things.
Yeah, that'd be great for tinctures. That'd be great for tinctures and stuff. Yeah.
Don't you think that's a perfect size for what you were doing the other day too? I mean, that's just awesome.
honey, tinctures, all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna answer Shelly real quick. Shelly said, "How different is deer meat when canned? Is it the same way as ground beef tastes differently?" I love canned deer meat. I
Me too.
love canned deer meat. Now, I will eat deer anyway, but a lot of times it's maybe tougher or something, depending on what cut you fix. But
Mhm.
we will take the whole deer and can it, and you have the most tender. It's so tender and juicy. And I mean, I love canned deer meat because you can do so much with it. And to me, because it tenderizes it, it's so tender, and we will use that up.
I
And
couldn't tell the difference between beef that I canned.
yeah, it's good.
Um,
Good.
I really, really love it. In fact, I think it has a better flavor than
I
beef.
think so too. I feel so too. Now, what we done with some of it, we done whole meal in a jar. I think I have a video on that where we done whole meal in a jar. We done the deer and potatoes and carrots all together a quart jar, and we loved those. Those were so good. It
I'm
was
gonna have to
like
do that.
having a roast with potatoes and carrots. So good. I can't wait to do that again. And Christy Betts said salt makes you sick. You said something about salt a while ago.
Well, yes. When I was 17, my grandmother was very sick with cancer, and the doctor told her no salt. So I started cooking everything, and David can tell you, I don't use salt unless a recipe actually says it for, like, baking bread or something like that. I omit the salt for years. Well, starting to use salt in different things can literally make me sick. So I am literally trying just a little teeny bit here and a little teeny bit there during the day so that I can build my body back up and so it doesn't make me sick. It will literally make me sick. It makes me feel sluggish and drawn down, and I mean, just miserable.
Not used to it or something. Um, let's see. Shelly said I've only canned ground beef and chicken. Kept jelly for Cindy. She would tell me honey's for bears. Boots and Bounties said daycares. That's where you can get some baby
Oh,
food jars.
okay. I will
Daycares.
check that out. I will check that
They
out.
will give you all the baby food jars you want, unless they already have somebody. But don't hurt to ask.
Yeah,
Have somebody already keeping them. That's a great idea.
I think I know a daycare that I'm real close with, so I call them.
I like the back strap, but not the rest. If canned is more tender, then that's what I need to do. Yes, because we will take the back strap or the tenderloin and slice that up and fry 'em. But a lot of the rest of the deer, especially like the shoulders, we will just cut all that up and can it. And oh my gosh, it's so good. It's tender and juicy and delicious.
And I raw packed mine, even the meat that I
Yeah,
ground.
we
I
raw
raw
pack.
pack that. Now, I got a question for you. When you said you made the meal, did you put the meat on the bottom or the top, or did
The
it really
bottom, I
matter?
think. I think I put it on the bottom. I don't know that it mattered, but I think I did put it on the bottom. I put the meat on the bottom and then the potatoes and then the carrots
Okay.
and just canned it all together. I did use with deer. You don't have to do this, but with deer, I learned from somebody, some man on a YouTube channel, added like a tablespoon or two of broth, chicken broth or beef broth in with that. And I done that. It was delicious.
Hmm,
It was delicious.
I'll have to try that.
A little salt, your little bit of salt and a tablespoon or two of chicken broth or beef broth in there. I think I used chicken broth, But man, that was so good. We loved those. Sea salt is safer. You need real sodium. It is an electrolyte. Don't use table salt and kosher. They are chemicals.
Yes. Now, there is one thing that I would love to learn to can to make it taste good is refried beans. I don't know if I should just make
I've
uh,
never done that.
maybe can pintos and then turn around and use them and squash them out and fry them up. I don't know. What are you guys' suggestion? Because that's one of my big. That's one thing that I do have to buy at the store because that's refried beans are high on the list of
Casey said can pinto beans and then crush them.
okay.
Lee will eat pinto beans and black-eyed peas, so I have canned them, but I haven't used them as refried beans. We use them. We either eat them or use them in chili. And I've canned black-eyed peas because he will eat black-eyed peas.
Now I didn't realize, but I have a pot. I went through the refrigerator this morning. I have a pot of tomatoes that have been sitting in there that I didn't can up. Should I can them or not? They're over a week old. They're
A pot of what? Say that again. A pot of what?
Tomatoes that I boiled and took the skins off,
I think that'd be fine.
even though they're a couple weeks old.
I've never done that. I don't know. Anybody? What do you think? I've never done that, so I don't
Totally
know.
forgot about them.
I think if they're still
I was so
fine,
sick.
it's okay to can.
They smell good, but I don't know. I'm just like, maybe I should feed these to the chickens or throw them away.
Casey said she would do it.
Okay, cool. Then I'll try it out.
I'm just tired and dealing with a hormonal granddaughter who misses her mama. She's on a business trip to Hawaii. Mama, not friend girl. Black beans, 2 for refried. You can use black beans 2 for refried, Carol says.
Yeah, and they use beans to make a lot of different things. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but you can make flour tortillas and stuff like that, and make chips and stuff out of beans.
I've seen those. I've never made them, but I've seen them at the store made with that.
I don't remember who it was that I saw make them.
Oh.
It was a couple years ago. I want to say it was Starry, but it may not have been her. It might have been somebody else.
Casey said, we eat stuff up to 2 weeks old. Ain't killed a shit.
Well, and my refrigerator is really, really, really cold. All right, Casey, I'll try to. I just don't want to waste it. We did a great deal. I mean, the boxes were only $4 a piece.
Hey, Rhonda.
Great deal on them. So
Mid-South Homestead, that's Rhonda, said, taste them. Taste them and see if they taste okay. If they taste okay, can them. There you go.
That's a good idea. Hey, maybe I'll put them back on and make some chili out of them.
There you go. That sounds good too.
Great idea. I will taste them as soon as I get off here. Hope they don't make me sick, though. I don't need any more sickness.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah. So yeah, I've got to get off here and go see my mama.
Oh yes, it's that time.
Time's up. So next week we will have Amanda from Albany Mountain Homestead on, and she's going to talk about healthy eating and what all she does. And that's all I know. Tomorrow night, me and Leah will be on tomorrow night. I don't know if we'll do a foraging. I did not do a foraging in the newspaper this week because we just had so much going on. And really, all we're foraging right now is stuff I've already talked about. So, like, there's nothing new out there I haven't already talked about that we're foraging right now. So, I just didn't do nothing in the paper on foraging. So, I don't know if I'll do anything tomorrow night. We might just talk tomorrow night. We might do a giveaway tomorrow night. Y'all come on tomorrow night on Mine and Lee's Live. Hopefully, he'll be here. He's been working overtime, so hopefully, he'll be on with me. He'll be on at some point with me. He might be late. But
you ever done anything about barks and tree bark or anything?
It seems like I've done one. He knows more about that. Lee knows more about trees, way more about trees than I do. I'm not good on trees. So we can ask him and see what he can come up with. I'm not great with the trees. I've learned some from him on trees, but I'm more of a plant. There's Hicks right farm up there. Come to the farm tomorrow and forage some of these honey mushrooms. Hicks found some honey mushrooms, a bunch of honey mushrooms. Yeah, now I don't think we haven't been out there and looked. I don't know if we've got any mushrooms right now or not. Lee's been working, and I hadn't. I have too. We just haven't been out there doing a lot right now.
I can't remember what their name is. They're the 1880s.
We are 7 Central, Carol. 7 Central.
They're really nice folks. I can't think of what their channel is, but they just had some gigantic puff mushrooms.
Huh.
And they were slicing them and tasting different things on them. It was really kind of cool watching them.
We just had a big puffball mushroom. I don't know if there's any more out there. I may have to check that out. Lee just found a big puffball mushroom about not last weekend, maybe the weekend before. It was about that big, and I sliced it up and dehydrated it.
Cool.
And Jan's saying she found sumac all over. Too late to harvest, though.
Aww.
Boots and Bounty said that was that 1870s homestead that done puffball.
I couldn't remember their number.
Lee found me a puffball mushroom about 2 weeks ago. I sliced it up and dehydrated it. And I'd forgotten all about that. I'm leery about doing mushrooms because some people are so scared of them. I don't think I want to do that in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Because everybody and their mama reads the newspaper and goes, "Oh, mushrooms." You really got to be careful. Now, there's not that many mushrooms that are poisonous, honestly, y'all. There's not that many mushrooms that are poisonous. But you don't want to get one of them, So, and there's some lookalikes. The ones that we do are ones that we know for sure, and we know there's not a lookalike that's poisonous. If there's a lookalike that's poisonous, I usually probably don't do it. You know what I mean? Just to be safe, just to be on the safe side. I usually don't do mushrooms that have a poisonous lookalike. So I do the ones I know for sure. There's 4, maybe 5 that I know for sure, and that's the ones I do. I just don't go out there eating every mushroom I come across, But you got to be careful, and you got to be careful telling other people, because other people, you don't know what they're going to do, and you don't want to take a chance on somebody else going out there and saying, "Oh, Teresa said that mushroom." Teresa said that mushroom was okay. So you got to be careful. I probably won't do that in the newspaper. I won't do mushrooms in the newspaper. But anyway, hey, Howie. Food Forest Permaculture come in. I said hi to Higgs and Lily. I do definitely need to go see Higgs and Lily. Simply Jan, I read her comment. Saying hi to everybody. We gotta go. Y'all that just coming in, I'm sorry, but it's time to go. I gotta go see my
For
mom.
having me on again.
Wasn't sure what I found till Teresa and Lee told me what I found. So if they kill me, y'all know. See? No, I said look though. Did I not? Higgs, I said look and see if it's honey mushroom. That's what it looked like. And then I went and found a little piece on it and showed it to him. And I haven't really used the honey mushrooms. I've seen them before, but I haven't really used those. I think I read that they weren't real grape flavored or anything. I can't remember now, but they're not poisonous. There's really, honestly, only a few that are poisonous.
We do a lot of air layering. Very, 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 very good way to make more of something.
All right, we're going to get off of here. I got to go see my mama. Thank y'all for being here, and come back tomorrow night. Me and Leah will be on tomorrow night. And next Thursday, I'll have Amanda from Albany Mountain Homestead. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Teresa, for having me again.
All right. Thank y'all. I'm going to go see my mama.